One movie cost $44 million and murdered a studio founded by Charlie Chaplin. One made $636,000 and turned the greatest director alive into a hired gun for the next 20 years. One was secretly paid for by a Korean cult who wanted Laurence Olivier to convert the world. In the next 27 minutes, you'll discover the 10 most expensive crimes in cinema history. And trust me, number 1 is worse than you can possibly imagine. Let's begin the autopsy. Number 10, Howard the Duck, 1986. George Lucas is untouchable in 1985. 3 Star Wars films, 2 Indiana Jones, ILM rewriting cinema. He decides the next global phenomenon will be a sarcastic, cigar-smoking duck from Duckworld who gets sucked to Cleveland and falls in love with Lee Thompson. Budget, $37 million. The suit, 8 different performers, 60 pounds of latex and feathers, internal temperature 120 degrees. Actors fainted every 20 minutes. The romance scene. Test audiences screamed bestiality in feedback cards. Lucas personally oversaw 11 months of post-production, refusing every studio note. Opening weekend, $5 million against Top Gun's $8 million on the same weekend. Final domestic, $16 million. Foreign, barely $22 million total. Roger Ebert's review title, A Bottomless Pit of Despair. Marvel's first live-action movie became its biggest shame for 30 years. Lucas later told 60 Minutes, "Howard almost made me quit filmmaking. He survived. The next ones weren't so lucky." Number 9, Ishtar, 1987. Warren Beatty and Dustin Hoffman, the 2 biggest male stars on the planet, decide to make a buddy comedy with Elaine May directing. Beatty produces, convinces Columbia to give May total control. Location, Morocco and the Sahara. Day 1, sandstorm. Day 47, another sandstorm. Day 112, still shooting the blind camel scene. Elaine May demands 187 takes because the camel blinked wrong. Hoffman and Beatty write their own songs, Dangerous Business and Little Darlin'. They're objectively terrible. Daily budget leaks to Variety. Ishtar hits 40 million, 45 million, 51 million. Columbia executives fly to Morocco begging May to rap. She locks them out. By release, the film is the biggest joke in America before anyone has seen it. Opening weekend, 4.2 million in 100,000 theaters. Final worldwide, $14.3 million. Elaine May is blacklisted until The Birdcage in 2016. Beatty never produces again, but Columbia Pictures lives to fight another day. The next studio didn't. Number 8, Supergirl, 1984. After Superman 2 made $108 million, the Salkind brothers bet everything on a spin-off. $35 million budget, $105 million today. They build the entire city of Argo in Pinewood's 07 stage. Helen Slater, 19 years old, first role, is told, "You're the new Superman." Faye Dunaway is paid $2 million to play Selena the Witch and spends every interview complaining. Peter O'Toole shows up drunk, forgets lines, improvises Shakespeare. Test screenings are catastrophic. Studio orders 22 minutes, cut. Final runtime, 105 minutes of confusion. Opening weekend, $5.7 million. Final domestic, $14.1 million. The Salkinds lose their house, their yacht, and the Superman rights. No solo female superhero film, again, until Wonder Woman in 2017. 33 years. Blame Supergirl. Number 7, Masters of the Universe, 1987. Canon Films is already $300 million in debt. They borrow another $22 million from Credit Lyonnais to make He-Man live action. They can't afford Eternia, so 90% is shot in Whittier, California, with a KFC visible in one shot. Dolph Lundgren learned his lines phonetically. Frank Langella, as Skeletor, gives the only good performance and later says, "I did it for my kids." Release, August 7th, 1987. Opening weekend, $4.8 million, or 5 behind Stakeout. Final gross, $17.3 million. The bank forecloses 2 weeks later. Canon Films files bankruptcy. 600 employees lose their jobs overnight. He-Man's sword is now in a museum labeled "The Weapon That Killed a Studio." Number 6, Dune, 1984. David Lynch is offered Star Wars, turns it down, accepts Dune with final cut, $40 million budget, 2,000+ crew, Sting in a winged Speedo, 4-hour assembly cut. Studio demands 137 minutes. Lynch removes his name and some prints. Alan Smithy. Opening weekend, $6 million. Final worldwide, $30.9 million. Barely breaks even after marketing. Dino De Laurentiis' DEG studio collapses. Lynch has nightmares for decades. He still refuses to watch the final cut. Number 5, The Cotton Club, 1984. Francis Ford Coppola needs money after Apocalypse Now. Takes $58 million from investors, including actual mob figures. Richard Gere learns to tap dance for 6 months. Real gangsters visit set to collect interest. Budget hits $58 million. Gross, $25.8 million. One investor sues Coppola. Coppola spends the next decade making The Godfather 3 and Jack just to stay out of court. Number 4, One from the Heart, 1982. Coppola sells everything to buy Zoetrope Studios, builds a neon Las Vegas on 5 sound stages, invents electronic cinema, pre-editing live on video, $26 million total. Tom Waits records a masterpiece soundtrack. Nastassja Kinski floats on wires for 3 months. Opens February 1982 against E.T., Porky's, and Quest for Fire. Makes $636,796. Zoetrope bankrupt in weeks. Coppola bankrupt personally. Has to sell his name to Francis Coppola Winery to survive. Number 3, Inchon, 1981. Reverend Sun Myung Moon's Unification Church spends $46 million to make a Korean war epic starring Laurence Olivier as MacArthur. They believe the film will convert millions to the church. Olivier is paid $1 million for 3 weeks, shows up drunk, forgets lines, asks, "Who is this Moon fellow?" Battle scenes look like 1950s TV. Release, 11 theaters in the entire USA. Gross, $1.9 million. The church loses faith in Hollywood. Olivier never speaks of it again. Number 2, Heaven's Gate, 1980. Michael Cimino after The Deer Hunter. Oscar. I want total control. Shoots 220 days. 1.5 million feet of film. 5-hour, 39-minute cut. Forces crew to build an entire Wyoming town, then tears it down and rebuilds it because the windows are wrong. Budget, $44 million, $170 million today. Opening weekend, $1.3 million. United Artists, founded 1919 by Chaplin, Pickford, Fairbanks, Griffith, liquidated 1981. The entire new Hollywood director era dies with it. Number 1, the 1980s itself. These 10 catastrophes collectively lost over $400 million in 1980s dollars. They ended Final Cut forever. They replaced artists with spreadsheets. They murdered the last dream that a director could be bigger than the studio. Every time someone says, "Hollywood plays it too safe now," show them Heaven's Gate, One from the Heart, and a talking duck in a leather jacket. Because the 80s didn't just flop. They committed suicide on camera and left us the bill. Your move. In the comments right now, vote for the one disaster that deserves the ultimate 4K restoration and midnight screening revival first. Heaven's Gate? One from the Heart? Howard the Duck? Highest voted gets its own 2-hour forensic documentary next month. Smash. Like if these glorious wrecks are better than 99% of modern blockbusters, subscribe, turn on the bell. Because next time we're doing the 90s bombs that cost 150 million plus and still vanished. The 80s didn't just burn money. They burned down the house. See you in the ashes.